Friday, and what else you do on a nice Friday? You get your wetsuit on, your Thundercat out after fixing it, meet up with Murray, and you go for a dive. Yeah! We're gonna try and get Murray a fish. It'll be his first fish. Oh look, the Northlink's leaving. Don't know if you can see the background. It would be quite fun to go jump the wake with a Thundercat, but I think I will get in trouble for doing that, so I better not. We'll leave it for another day. So, time to get in the water. Never been in here. This is just out of town. We did punch into some choppy stuff, trying to go around bressay, and we thought, screw it, we'll come where it's calm. So we're gonna get in here and see what it looks like. After managing to escape the pesky seal, which just seemed to scare all the fish off, I headed to some deeper waters. I was looking at the 15-meter mark where the weed edge started and the environment completely changed. It was nice big boulders, lack of kelp. You could really see the fish life change as well. A lot of medium-sized pollock to small, and then eventually a few bigger ones coming in. I'm using blue steel, which is my homemade wooden gun. It's pretty much based on a 90 with twin 16s. It packs a punch. I also put a Rob Allen reel on it just in case I do find anything bigger, which it might come in useful later on in this episode. But I ended up taking a nice sized fish here and pretty happy with getting the first fish of the evening as well. Deciding that I couldn't be asked to swim all the way back to the boat, I put the fish on the end of blue steel. I had a little bit of bungee there, which I would usually attach to the float line. I then decided to dive the same spot. There was a lot of fish there, so I gave it another go. I'm sitting there on the bottom, and not straight away, the fish seemed to take a little bit of time coming in, and I started aiming up on this fish, which looked pretty decent. But I done a classic look over the shoulder, and what did I see? An absolute monster coming in. I stayed calm, I brought the gun around slowly, a couple grunts, pulled the trigger, and it went off. This fish definitely had some fight in it. I got it right behind the head, missed the lateral line, but the spear had a good hold. One mistake I did make was forgetting to slack the reel off. Now, I didn't think I'd be shooting a fish this size, which is maybe why I made that mistake, but you should always be prepared. If I did this, I wouldn't have to be ripping it off the reel as I swim to the surface. So I'm just back out the water. Murray's just taking a dump. I managed to go out to some deeper stuff there. I was around 14 meters. Every time I try and speak, he's just mucking about.
See you later. Swimming home. See you next week.
Home's that way. He's going to Aberdeen. Anyway, so I got pretty lucky. Well, I thought I was doing a good job when I shot this fish. I was like, yeah, it's a decent fish, I'll just shoot that, a couple pounds, maybe a bit more. And then the next time I went down, I was lining up another one, and I'd done the classic, I'll just check over my shoulder, because pollock like to come in. And what did I see? This. Just this big head just coming straight for me. Now, I shot some big fish at Flogger, and this still might be the new PB. I don't know, we'll have to try and weigh it with whatever scales we have. But the first thing I seen of this was the size of its head, and thankfully it was close enough, and I got it with the blue steel. So we're just gonna nip to one of the local beaches, maybe have a beer as it's Friday, we deserve it. Been at work all week and I'm at work tomorrow. What am I doing? Diving. Diving for work, diving for this. Murray's got the weekend off. But you might be looking after the kids, but he might be camping later as well, and I'm gonna try and join him, so might film that, might not. But let's nip to the beach for a beer. Woo! Good time. So we are at Sandtown Beach. This is Sandtown Beach, isn't it? For beer time. I actually used to live in a house just over there for my first year in Shetland when I was diving up here. So we've just beached a boat and we're gonna have a can. The sun should be coming out, but it's cloudy because it's Shetland. So beer time. Cheers to Big Fish Fridays and fizzy Thundercat beers. Yeah, maybe we should get a beer fridge for the Thundercat.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Okay, so we finished our beers. It's starting to get a bit late. The sun's not going to come down here because of the clouds. And we're going to punch it back home. We're going to be into the wind for a bit, so it's going to be a bit wet and wild, I'm afraid. And I will try and film bits as I can. If not, I'll see you back at the pier. So that's back into the pier. Thundercat is washed. It got a bit lumpy around the end. I'm pretty happy with my bag. I was happy with this fish. But now looking at this, I'm very happy with this fish. This might be my personal best. We need to try and weigh it. I'm not too sure. But just the size of it, it's definitely the longest fish I've shot, and the size of the head is just something else. Whoa. Absolute buzzing for shooting this. It's been amazing evening diving Murray as well. I just let Murray go and do his thing, and I could see his diving was just 10 times better. So it's all the water time. If anybody's new to spearfishing sort of thing, it's just water time. Get out there, learn the seas, learn your body, and you keep on going and you can find some beauties like this out there. So I hope you enjoyed this little episode, and trust me, there's plenty more to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
And I would just like to say a big thank you to Josh for putting all the time and effort into helping me overcome my fear, taking me out, getting my confidence up, hooking me up with some good equipment from Spearfishing UK, and yeah, just watch the space. So far everything's been going amazing, and yeah, I owe it all to him. I really appreciate it, even though he's a bit of a nutter, but helps that I am too.
I need a bigger bag.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger bag. We're gonna need a bigger boat. We're gonna need a bigger car. We're gonna need bigger everything.